Let's get into the details. Union Minister Kinjarapu Ram Mohan Naidu recently acknowledged the active participation of 16 members of Parliament in the discussion surrounding the Protection of Interest in Aircraft Objects Bill 2025. He expressed gratitude for the valuable suggestions and engagement, highlighting that the debate went beyond the specific provisions of the bill. Naidu noted the passion that civil aviation has sparked among lawmakers and emphasized that this kind of involvement is a reflection of their commitment to the country. He also commended the significant progress made in civil aviation over the past decade, recognizing that achieving this growth was a celebrating and challenging task.
Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, for giving me the opportunity. In fact, almost 16 members have spoken on this very important bill, the Protection of Interest in Aircraft Objects 2025. And this, the interest that has been shown by all the members, first of all, I'd like to thank them for giving all the suggestions and participating very intensely in the debates also. And there were discussions not only limiting us to the interests of the bill, but more than that. And I would like to say that this is the kind of passion that civil aviation is invoking in all the members of the Parliament and also the citizens of this country today. And the kind of progress that we have seen in civil aviation in the last 10 years, definitely I'd like to put it on record that it was not an easy task. And it was not a job of one day that we have done this thing, and that is why we are seeing so much growth. But I can say this definitely, even though it is not a one-day's job, but it was the mission of one man who is the Prime Minister of this country, Narendra Modi ji. From 2014, since he has become the Prime Minister of this country, the kind of support, the kind of vision with which he has encouraged and moved civil aviation in the country, we are able to grow so much, and we have now proudly say that we are the third largest domestic civil aviation market in the whole world. And I would like to also put some numbers, and I keep saying this everywhere on every platform, including the Parliament, while answering the questions and also when attending some important summits. One is in 2014, the total domestic passenger market that we had in the country, sir, is 60.7 million. 60.7 million domestic passenger market in 2014. And where we stand today in 2024, 161.3 million. More than double we are seeing passenger growth in this country. And if you add international passengers also, what was 43 million in 2014, we are now at 66.8 in 2024. Number of aircrafts in the country, around 359 used to operate in 2014. Now we have 840 aircrafts operating in the country, making 4,000 journeys across the country every single day. And you look at number of airports. Just now some members have also highlighted that number, which is 74. 74 airports in 2014 to a staggering number of 159 in 2025 and still counting. This is the kind of growth which no other country in the last 10 years would have witnessed.
MP Asaduddin Owaisi, while speaking about the Waqf Amendment Bill, expressed his party's intention to actively participate in the debate, moving amendments and present their stance. He emphasized that the bill is unconstitutional and infringes upon the religious freedoms of Muslims. Owaisi further criticized the NDA allies who supported the bill, warning them that they would face consequences for their stance. He highlighted the deep emotional connection the Muslim community has with Waqf properties, particularly mosques and dargahs, which he described as a sacred sites of ibadat. Owaisi added that denying Muslims access to these religious sites would be deeply painful. He also noted that political leaders like Nitish Kumar, Chandrababu Naidu, Chirag Paswan and Jain Chowdhury were failing to understand the gravity of the issue, and the people would make sure they were held accountable.
नहीं 12 घंटे तो जेन्युइन डिमांड था, अब स्पीकर साहब ने डिसाइड किया है।
लेकिन सर आप सेटिस्फाइड है, आप लोग डिस्कशन में हिस्सा लेंगे क्या, पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे?
नहीं, मैं अपनी पार्टी की तरफ से बोल सकता हूं कि हम तो बराबर डिबेट में हिस्सा लेंगे, अमेंडमेंट्स भी मूव करेंगे और हम उसमें पूरा अपनी बात को रखेंगे दलील के साथ और बताएंगे कि कैसा ये बिल अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल है, कैसा ये मुसलमानों के फ्रीडम ऑफ रिलीजन की मुखालिफत करता है, कैसा है मुसलमानों के चैरिटेबल रिलीजियस प्रैक्टिसेस से उनको महरूम करता है, ये हम कल बताएंगे।
और इसी साहब, आपने पिछले दिनों अपने भाषण में 3-4 नेताओं का स्पष्ट तौर पर नाम लिया था और कहा था कि माफ नहीं किया जाएगा। वो 4 नेता समर्थन करते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं,
तो उनको उसका खमियाजा भुगतना पड़ेगा, उनका खमियाजा भुगतना पड़ेगा। देखिए, चंद्रबाबू नायडू 2002 में गुजरात जब हुआ था, जब वो अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी की सरकार की तायीद किए थे, और उसका खमियाजा उनको ये भुगतना पड़ा है कि वो 10 साल तक सत्ता से दूर रहे। 2014 में वापस आए जब तेलंगाना का डिवीज़न हुआ। तो ये बड़ा इमोशनल कनेक्ट है वक्फ का मैटर्स का मुस्लिम समाज से, क्योंकि ये हमारे लिए एक इबादत है, ये नमाज की तरह नहीं और इबादत है ये। अगर आप हमारी मस्जिदों को, दरगाहों को जो अल्लाह के नाम पे प्रॉपर्टी वक्फ कर दी गई है, उससे अगर आप हमको महरूम कर रहे हैं, तो फिर जाहिर है ये तो हमारे लिए बड़ा इमोशनल और बड़ी तकलीफदेह बात रहेगी। तो ये समझ नहीं रहे हैं, ना नीतीश कुमार समझ रहे हैं, ना चंद्रबाबू नायडू समझ रहे हैं, ना चिराग पासवान समझ रहे हैं, ना जयंत चौधरी समझ रहे हैं। तो ठीक है, इनको जनता समझा देगी फिर।
के अंदर आप लोग उसको 8 घंटे रिड्यूस किया होगा।
नहीं, 12 घंटे तो जेन्युइन डिमांड था, अब स्पीकर साहब ने डिसाइड किया है।
लेकिन सर, आप सेटिस्फाइड है? आप लोग डिस्कशन में हिस्सा लेंगे क्या, पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे?
नहीं, मैं अपनी पार्टी की तरफ से बोल सकता हूं कि हम तो बराबर डिबेट में हिस्सा लेंगे, अमेंडमेंट्स भी मूव करेंगे, और हम उसमें पूरा अपनी बात को रखेंगे दलील के साथ, और बताएंगे कि कैसा ये बिल अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल है, कैसा ये मुसलमानों के फ्रीडम ऑफ रिलीजन की मुखालिफत करता है, कैसा है मुसलमानों के चैरिटेबल रिलीजियस प्रैक्टिसेस से उनको महरूम करता है, ये हम कल बताएंगे।
और इसी साहब, आपने पिछले दिनों अपने भाषण में 3-4 नेताओं का स्पष्ट तौर पर नाम लिया था और कहा था कि माफ नहीं किया जाएगा। वो 4 नेता समर्थन करते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं,
तो उनको उसका खमियाजा भुगतना।
Students from Hyderabad Central University recently staged a protest against the Telangana government, accusing it of auctioning off 400 acres of university land. The protesters expressed their concerns that the sale of the land would negatively impact the future of the university and its students. They demanded immediate action from the government to address the issue, calling for the cancellation of the auction and the production of the university's resources. The protest reflects growing concerns about the preservation of educational institutions and their assets in the region. a ceremony where he handed over appointment letters to newly recruited employees in the education department. Speaking to the gathered teachers, he extended congratulations and best wishes to the 700 plus newly appointed ETT teachers. Mann emphasized that the appointment was a recognition of their dedication and hard work and expressed hope that through their teaching they would inspire the younger generations to become responsible citizens, contributing positively to society. The Chief Minister also highlighted the significance of education in shaping the future of the state and the nation.
आज 700 ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹਦਾ ਮੁੱਲ ਪੈਣ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਨਿਯੁਕਤੀ ਪੱਤਰ ਲੈਣ ਆਏ ਹੋ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਉਸ ਵਿਭਾਗ 'ਚ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਕਿ ਵਿਦਿਆ ਤਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਦਾਨ ਹੈ, ਵਿਦਿਆ ਵਿਚਾਰੀ ਤਾਂ ਪਰ ਉਪਕਾਰੀ। ਸੋ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਅੱਜ ਇੱਕ ਟੀਚਰ ਦੇ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਜਾਣਗੇ ਤੇ ਬੜੇ ਮਾਣ ਨਾਲ ਦੱਸਣਗੇ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਅਧਿਆਪਕ ਹਾਂ। ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਬਹੁਤ ਮੇਰੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਦਿਲੋਂ ਮੁਬਾਰਕਾਂ। ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਦੋਸਤ ਮਿੱਤਰ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਰਿਸ਼ਤੇਦਾਰ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮਾਪੇ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਖੜੇ ਨੇ, टीवी ਤੇ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਇਸ ਵਕਤ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਟੇਜ ਤੇ ਸ਼ੋਭੇ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਹਰਜੋਤ ਬੈਂਸ ਜੀ ਔਰ ਸੈਕਟਰੀ ਹਾਇਰ ਐਜੂਕੇਸ਼ਨ ਅਨੰਦਿਤਾ ਜੀ, ਸਾਡੇ ਆਫੀਸਰ ਸਾਹਿਬਾਨ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਨੇ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਵੱਡਾ ਹੱਥ ਹੈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨਿਯੁਕਤੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਿਪਟੇ ਚਾੜਨ ਵਿੱਚ, ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਵੈਲਕਮ ਹੈ। ਨਮਸਕਾਰ, ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ।
Congress MLA Ramesh Channintala praised the actor Mohanlal, starrer 1 L2 Empuran, congratulating both Mohanlal and Murali Gopi for creating an excellent film for the Indian audience. He emphasized that the movie should be viewed by people across the country and expressed his belief that there was no need for any part of the film to be censored by the censor board. Channintala accused the censor board of engaging in political motives, stating that when his party was in power, several films critical of them has been released, but they never resorted to cutting or censoring such content. He asserted that films, art and other forms of media reflect societal issues, and L2 Empuran did not target or harm any individual or group.
I congratulate Mr. Mohanlal and Prithviraj and Murali Gopi for giving an excellent film to the Indian public. Definitely this film has to be seen by the people of our country. I don't think that any parties has to be cut down by the censor board. If censor board is using politics, that is a different case. Otherwise there is no portion has to be cut down. When we were in power, how many films came against us, but we never done such a thing. So this art, film, they are all reflecting the social situation in our country. Definitely it has to be encouraged. So
in Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir, the Georgia-Leh road, which had been closed for traffic due to heavy snowfall, was officially reopened following the completion of snow clearance operations. The Director General of Border Roads Organization BRO attended a ceremony at 0 Point to mark the reopening, where he expressed satisfaction over the swift and successful clearance efforts. He highlighted the importance of this road for maintaining vital connectivity between Leh and the rest of the region, particularly during the challenging winter season. The reopening is expected to provide significant relief to travelers and ensure the continued movement of goods and services. Telangana Chief Minister Ravindra Reddy is set to travel to Delhi to participate in a protest organized by BC groups. The protest scheduled for tomorrow will demand 42% reservation for BCs in education, jobs and local elections. The protest aims to urge the central government to include two bills passed by the Telangana Assembly in the 9th schedule of the Constitution. These bills provide 42% reservation for BCs. Leaders from various political parties including BSP, Congress, BRS and others are expected to join the protest along with Chief Minister Ravindra Reddy. Telangana's Congress leaders such as TPCC Chief Mahesh Kumar Gaud, Ministers Ponnam Prabhakar and Konda Sureka as well as BC MPs, MLAs and corporation chairpersons will also participate in the event. Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu has officially confirmed the much-awaited Mega DSC notification will be issued this month. He shared this announcement during his visit to Kottagollapalam in Bapatla district, where he participated in a pension distribution program. The Chief Minister stated that the DSC positions will be filled by June before the schools reopen after the summer holidays. Naidu also reiterated the completion of the Polavaram project by 2027 and emphasized his philosophy of hard work in achieving the state's goals. Additionally, he mentioned the Mata Liki Vandanam scheme will benefit many families in May and financial support will be provided to girl children, including loans. Naidu clarified that the state government will contribute 14,000 out of 20,000 provided under the Annadata Sukhi Bhava scheme. He stressed that with effective governance, even the most challenging tasks become achievable.
పేరేంటి జాలమ్మ ఈ అబ్బాయి నీ కొడుక ఏం చేస్తావు నువ్వు కూలి పని చేస్తావు ఈ అమ్మాయి మీది ఎక్కడ ఎన్ని కిలోమీటర్లు 15 కిలోమీటర్లు ఉంటుంది. నీకెంతమంది పిల్లలు? నువ్వేం పని చేస్తావు? గొర్రెలు కాసుకుంటావు. ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి గొర్రెలు? 30 ఉంటాయి. ఎంత వస్తుంది 30లో? భూమి లేదా? ఎంత అవుతుందమ్మా మందులకి? నీకు మందులకి ఎంత అవుతుంది నెలకు? పట్టుకోమ్మా. కూర్చోమ్మా, కూర్చోండి.
Former MLA Vallabhaneni Vamshi has faced another setback as the Vijayawada District Court extended his remand in the land grabbing case until the 15th of this month. Vamshi, already in jail for multiple cases, had his remand in this particular case end today. The police produced him in court and an order was issued for the extension. Vamshi is accused of grabbing land in Gannavaram, prompting the police to register a case against him. A petition for bail was filed on his behalf, but the court adjourned the hearing to the next day. Additionally, the court granted custody of Vamshi's follower Ranga in connection with the attack on the Gannavaram TDP office, and further interrogation is set to begin tomorrow. As the expansion of the Telangana cabinet draws near, all eyes are on the list of the new appointments. While the final names are still awaited, there's a growing belief among fans and senior party leaders that Ibrahimpatnam MLA Malreddy Rangareddy should be included. Many are pointing out that the capital region currently lacks representation in the cabinet, and they suggest that the appointing Malreddy to a ministerial position would address this gap.
Everyone agrees that all regions should be equally represented in the state cabinet. However, the capital region remains absent in the Telangana cabinet. In the last general elections, only Malreddy Rangareddy emerged victorious from the region, yet he was not included in the cabinet despite being a senior leader, while many accept that political, caste and class equations at the time played a role. The upcoming cabinet expansion has sparked demands for Malreddy's inclusion. Party seniors argue that it's unfair for the capital region, where 47% of the state's population resides, to lack representation. They recall that during the BRS regime, 5 ministers from the city hold posts, and now not having at least one would be a significant issue. With the GHMC elections looming, there are concerns that the opposition could make this a focal point, making it difficult for the ruling party to respond. Leaders warn that if this issue is not addressed now, breaking the BRS dominance in the future could become even harder.
రంగారెడ్డి జిల్లా ఈరోజు తెలంగాణ మొత్తం ఒక గుండెకాయ లాంటిది రంగారెడ్డి జిల్లా. రంగారెడ్డి జిల్లాలో ఎన్నో మున్సిపాలిటీలు కావచ్చు, గ్రేటర్ హైదరాబాద్ కూడా ఒక ప్రాంతం కలిసి ఉన్నది. ఇటువంటి ప్రాంతంలో అప్పుడున్నటువంటి టీఆర్ఎస్ ప్రభుత్వాన్ని ఒత్తిడికి తట్టుకొని చేసినటువంటి ఏకైక ఎమ్మెల్యే మా మల్రెడ్డి రంగారెడ్డి గారు. మా మల్రెడ్డి రంగారెడ్డి గారు ఇప్పటికే 2 పర్యాయాలు ఎమ్మెల్యే కూడా గెలవడం జరిగింది. ఇది 3వ పర్యాయం. ఎందుకంటే ఇబ్రాహీంపట్నం నియోజకవర్గం దాదాపు 41,000 మెజార్టీతో గెలిచి కార్యకర్తల గుండెల్లో తన స్థానాన్ని సంపాదించుకోవడం జరిగింది. గతంలో అపోజిషన్లో ఉన్నప్పుడు కూడా ఇబ్రాహీంపట్నం నియోజకవర్గంలో 4 మండలాలకు 3 మండలాల ఎంపీపీలు కానీ 4 మున్సిపాలిటీలకు 3 మున్సిపాలిటీలు గెలవడించినటువంటి ఏకైక ఎమ్మెల్యే మా మల్రెడ్డి రంగారెడ్డి గారు. కాంగ్రెస్ పార్టీ క్యాడర్ని కానీ ప్రభుత్వ అధికారులను కొన్ని సమన్వయం చేసుకుంటా మరి నియోజకవర్గాన్ని శరవేగంగా ముందుకు అభివృద్ధి తీసుకుపోతా ఉన్నాడు. మరి అటువంటి వ్యక్తి ఖచ్చితంగా మంత్రి పదవి రావాలని చెప్పేసి కూడా నేను కోరుతా ఉన్నా, ముఖ్యమంత్రికి కూడా విన్నవిస్తా ఉన్నా.
Malreddy Rangareddy supporters believe it's essential for the cabinet to include someone who can address the issue of people in areas where regular development programs are being implemented. Beyond his senior leadership, Rangareddy is recognized for his ability to guide the party forward in the district. Party leaders and local residents are hopeful that if Malreddy, with his vast political experience, is given a ministerial post, it would lead to significant development in Ibrahimpatnam, the surrounding areas and the entire district, especially those regions close to the capital.
ఎందుకంటే ఈరోజు ఒక్కసారి వాళ్ళ నివాసానికి వెళ్తే జనాలు ప్రజలు ఎంతో మంది అక్కడికి వస్తుంటారు. ఇక్కడ మాకు సమస్య ఎదురయ్యేదంటే జిల్లాలో మంత్రి లేకపోవడం వల్ల మొత్తం జిల్లా మొత్తం కూడా ప్రజలు మొత్తం రంగన్న దగ్గరికి రావడము, సమస్యలు చెప్పుకోవడము. మరి ఇలాంటి తరుణంలో ప్రజలు ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళాలనేది కూడా మాకు ఆలోచించుకోలేని పరిస్థితి అయిపోయింది. రెండోది, ఇక్కడ 4th సిటీ అనేది నిర్మాణం చేయబడుతున్నారు మరి గౌరవనీయులు రేవంత్ రెడ్డి గారు. మరి 4th సిటీ చేపట్టడం అంటే అది మామూలు విషయం కాదు. ఆ యొక్క నియోజకవర్గం కూడా రంగన్న నియోజకవర్గంలో ఉంది. ఆయనకు మంత్రి పదవి ఇస్తే ఆ 4th సిటీ డల్లాస్ గానో అమెరికానో లండన్గా చేసి చూపించే సత్తా మరి ఒక రంగన్నకే ఉంది. రంగన్నకు ఎట్టి పరిస్థితుల్లో మరి ఈ 6 ఒకటి బర్త్ కన్ఫర్మ్ అవుతుందని మేము అందరం కోరుకుంటున్నాము. మేము మీ CVR ఛానల్ ద్వారా సోనియా గాంధీ గారికి కానీ, రాహుల్ గాంధీ గారు కానీ, మరి రేవంత్ రెడ్డి గారు కానీ, భట్టి గారికి కానీ అందరికీ కోరుకునేది ఏంటంటే మా యొక్క మల్రెడ్డి రంగారెడ్డి గారికి ప్రాతినిధ్యం వహిస్తే, మంత్రిగా అవకాశం ఇస్తే ఖచ్చితంగా ఆయన ఏందో నిరూపించుకుంటాడు. అభివృద్ధిలో ముందుండి ఆయనకి ఎవరు సాటిలేరని మాత్రం నిరూపిస్తారని మాత్రం మేము కోరుకుంటున్నాం.
While various political equations are being considered in the cabinet expansion, senior party leaders are urging the High Command to prioritize the capital issue. They argue that justice will be served by offering a ministerial post to the only senior MLA from this region, Malreddy Rangareddy. Along with his supporters, even Congress leaders are calling on the High Command to address this concern and ensure that capital region gets proper representation in the cabinet.
The devastating earthquake that struck Myanmar last week has further exacerbated the country's ongoing humanitarian crisis, with the death toll now surpassing 2,000. Rescue teams continue to work around the clock, searching through the rubble in the hopes of finding survivors. While efforts to clear the debris and provide aid to the affected areas intensify, this catastrophe comes at a time when Myanmar is already grappling with political instability and economic challenges, making the relief efforts even more complex. The full extent of the damage is still being assessed, but it is clear that the impact on both the population and infrastructure is immense. International aid and support are critical as the country faces the monumental task of recovery and rebuilding. Well, that's all for this primetime news. Keep watching CVR English.